Finance Attic.
Yeah. I want to start to a video. Excuse me. I did a Whatnot stream last night, sold 40 things. So I'm just going to kind of show you watching this what are these Whatnot streams, what are they about, and can you make money off them? If you're clearing stock, like what I did, yeah, you can. Because the stuff that I sold last night was sat there for a while, not shifting on Vinted or eBay. Don't know why, I thought it would go, but here we are. I mean, stuff like this. It's a leather-topped jacket. It's worth like, what did this go for actually? Something mad like £1. Like £1 for a leather jacket. Now after fees, let's say you sell something for £1 on Whatnot. After fees, you only get 60 pence. That's a lot. That's 40% that Whatnot take. That's too much, isn't it? So Whatnot, if you're watching this, your fees are too damn high. Like, I'll say this about Whatnot: if you've got stock that you value as zero, and you're not fussed about, you just want to make something off it and clear it out quickly, you'll always find a buyer on Whatnot. But if you want to make profit and run a business on there, there's no way it's a viable marketplace for making any serious profit whatsoever. For me, it has a place in my system. This is where I go to put my clearance items that just aren't selling anywhere else. But it cannot be. I cannot fathom how it would be somebody's primary place to go and sell stock and inventory that they have as to resell, or well, that's all you'd get. You'd get resellers on there. There's no way. So actually, it was £2 that jacket went for. This Land's End XL t-shirt sold for £1. It was part of the Land's End bundle that I got. 100 items for £100. Now the thing is, in those bundles, you are going to get things that are worth maybe 10, 20, 30 pounds. So you've got to view the entire bundle as a whole. You've paid £100 for it. Then you can't just make £10 profit on every single item. Some of it's low-moving junk stock, basically. But if you view the bale or the bundle or however you bought it as one unit, that you break down into fractions of a unit and then sell those bits for as much as possible. Now, if you divide it equally, as in the 100 pieces in a 100-piece bundle are all worth £1 each if you bought it for £100, then what am I trying to say here? You'll make big profit off higher value items, but you can still make some money back off things that are worth less than £1, like this. Just a random block patterned t-shirt. It's not worth the time and the effort, and on eBay the listing fees, to put it up individually. But if you're just throwing clothes up on Whatnot, one after the other, holding something up for 10 seconds, get yourself 60p. That's fine, because you've made your money back on the other higher value items that you will put on to the marketplaces like Vinted and eBay. And the good thing I like about Whatnot is the chat. As you're going through it, there's a lot of banter, there's a lot of back and forth in the comments. It's a very, very fun way to sell. If there was a way that I could take the profit that I make on Vinted and to a certain extent on eBay and have the banter as well, then that is the only platform that I would use. But it's not. It's not. We've got to talk about the realities of selling and the pros and cons of each platform. And let's be honest, each platform is now trying to rinse both the buyer and the seller side of the transaction to get their cut. Why? To maximize the profits for their company to pay out their shareholders. That's why they exist.
It's got its sort of embroidered little hip. This is going for £1 if anyone wants it.
Oh, something has stuck to my shoe. Was it this one? Was it you? No, you're Reebok. It's this one. So this Star dip dyed sweatshirt, £3. Again, that's just been sat there for ages. There's been absolutely zero sniffs on any other platform for this. And rather than have it just sit here in my Aladdin's cave of treasures, hoping that someone will pay a £5 if I'm lucky, managed to get £3 for it, which after fees will be like £2.40.
For rabbit hair, size is medium, brand is Morona. Run that for £1, see if there's anything anyone wanted it.
Okay, Morona Grey.
She might sell Land's End.
Land's End.
Oh, this one. Morona.
This was a fun one that I sold last night. Looks just like a little normal, ordinary jumper. 6% rabbit hair. I was like, what? So it breaks down as 46% cotton, 21% rayon, 20% nylon, 7% wool, 6% rabbit hair. And I was like, that's interesting. Who wants a rabbit hair jumper? And apparently someone did, because it went for £1. Again, this was part of the cable knit jumpers bundle that I bought. What was that, about 70 quid for 50 jumpers? Now this one sold for £1 on Whatnot, which means I'll get 60p from it. But other cable knits that have come in were like Chaps by Ralph Lauren, American Eagle, and so those ones are the ones that went on eBay and Vinted. But this random rabbit hair thing, put it on Whatnot. That's what it's there for. Whatnot is my clearance outlet now. This is it. This one, Land's End. Yeah, 2XL. Land's End 2XL turtleneck sweater. There we go. And that's those two have gone to a fella called Adam. Adam Store 98 on Whatnot. He was good in the comments as well. He had a bit of banter in the comments in the chat as I was doing the Whatnot stream. Everyone started having a little chat about Vinted and eBay and which is better, which is worse, who's got the horror stories, the worst ones from being shafted by the various different platforms. We talked about couriers, we talked about Every, and we talked about Impost and Yodel, and how people have cancelled transactions on Vinted when they realised that Every was the only option that the buyer, the seller had set up to post their thing. They're like, no way. I'm not even going to waste my time hoping that Every will send out your parcel and it will reach me. So I'm not even going to bother. They cancelled the transaction. Such is the dislike, the hatred almost for Every. It's mad, isn't it? Yeah. So Vintage Forever has bought this Lee sweater. Lee more famous for its denim, but that is a proper workwear heavy duty top there. And I also picked up the pair of mystery Adidas trousers. Bit of a classic, jogging bottoms, but the label had been cut out, so there was no sort of, I couldn't say what size it was. I guessed at around small medium, and he managed to pick up those two things for like, I think £3 for the two. Yeah, £3 for the pair of them. Now you're probably watching this and thinking, fucking hell, you're barely making any money on them. What's the point? What's the point in doing it? Well, I sold 40 things and I made a total of £136. So this is the sort of, these are the teasers, the fodder, if you like, to get people, I'll bid on that, I'll bid on that. Because once you've won one thing, you get free postage on the next 2 or 3 things. So you might as well, if you bid something for £1, it's £1, what's £1? Nothing to me. Then the other things come along and they may be £5, £8, £10. People aren't then factoring in the extra cost of postage because they've already paid it on these £1 Billy bargains. I mean, that's my thinking behind it anyway. That's my amateur psychology of throwing out stuff for £1. You know, in addition to me making the clearance, the space in here, because I've got a lot of stuff, and really I should have less. A label didn't print. What a bastard. Got a bunch of sort of generic American football jerseys going out now. If you remember, I bought 50 of them a while back, and there were a couple of good ones. There was a WWE D-Generation X jersey that I've kept for myself because I'm a massive child, and there was also a Taylor Swift American football jersey that I sold for about £50 or £60, something like that, and the cost of all the shirts was £70. And I've also dripped out a few on Vinted and eBay, so I've more than made profit on the entire bundle. So again, just what's left now? 60p just adds to the total profit of the bundle, the total profit of what you purchased. And that's got to be the way you look at it, because otherwise, I mean, what else would you do with this stuff? Bin it? Give it to a charity shop where it would also just sit on their shelves for ages and take up space, because it's a very niche thing to sell. Ducks. God, she's just gone for all of these. There's a little Ducks top. I mean, these could be used as like little workout tops, pajamas. Thing with them is, although they're not a team or anything like that, it's still good quality garments. They're still very wearable stuff.
Polyester and nylon I said the brand was Time and True 2XL.
Time and True 2XL. Either this one or this one. Don't think it's this one. I could be wrong. Yeah, it's not that one. It's got to be you then, hasn't it, down here? Yeah. Look at that. She's got herself a nice big jumper as well. It's very soft. Very, very nice feeling jumper there. So 5 items for £5 there. 5 items that would have just sat around with me for ages. Or in this little makeshift, like a build your own bundle. Now they're off to Annalise. Oh, how am I going to get that in there? Let's just set the jumper off. Smooth. This next one bought 7 items for £19. Junica. Let's see what their actual name was. Did some good bidding during the auction, but what is their actual real human name? Junik, Krasniki, Junik. Let's see what they bought.
Let's see if anyone wants the Ralph Lauren blazer, but maybe guessing the size is...
I got a navy Ralph Lauren blazer. This, yeah, navy Ralph Lauren blazer. That went for £8. £8, believe it or not. Wow, he's got a bargain there. Talking about bargains. So this is a pair of brand new with tags Adidas tracksuit bottoms, right? I picked these up at TK Maxx when they had that red sticker saying, "Oh, everything goes down dirt cheap." I think I still must have paid about £8, £9, £10 for them. I think he's picked them up for £5. But again, that TK Maxx sale was almost 12 months ago. And it's just sat there. I think I had them listed. The lowest they got down to on Vinted was £13. Absolutely nothing, not a sniff. So, lesson learned there. Because when I went to that TK Maxx red sticker, yellow sticker sale, I was like, anything with a brand, anything that's in good condition, anything like that, it's TK Maxx. I'm going to pick it up because it will definitely sell for more on Vinted and eBay. Except it didn't. Now, don't get me wrong, most of it did, and I did make, again, if you look at the overall things I picked up on that shopping trip, I've more than made a profit on everything that I picked up that day. So this is just adding to that profit. If you look at what you paid individually for it, and then, you know, okay, I'm making a loss on the sticker price, but overall on the bundle, I'm adding to the profit. That's the mindset, I think, that you've got to convince yourself that you're not being mugged off and you're not losing money.
XL St John's Bay.
XL St John's Bay cable knit. What'd that go for? £1.
So what's this? It's a Nike Pro base layer size large.
Okay. What'd that go for? £2. Nike Pro base layer size large. This actually used to be mine when I refereed. But I retired from that malarkey back in April. So I've got all my kits, my shorts, my cards, whistles, coins, all my badges, all of the stuff. And only now am I putting it on to sell on Vinted and to sell on eBay. I don't know why I put it off this long. It's all been sat in a drawer in my bedroom. I've just put it off until like this week to actually start clearing out, because I'm never going to wear it ever again. There's just no way I'm going to get back into refereeing. As much as I enjoyed it sometimes, the times I didn't enjoy it were horrendous. Like, imagine just doing a job and people are not just like criticizing you for the job you're doing, they're insulting you, your body, your family, your wife and your kids, literally everything about you, and it's all because this blind tribalism and a huge level of ignorance and stupidity. And it really does, if you're a referee in football, it really turns you off football. Eventually it will turn you off football, because you see the people, what they're doing in the game, and it's like, do you know what? I'm better than this. I'm a better human being than subjecting myself to these people every week for their enjoyment. This is what they do for pleasure, is to abuse and insult and degrade someone. It's really, really disgusting when you think about it, and I don't want anything more to do with it. Unless things were to radically change in the culture of football, I'm not coming back. And the thing is, I was even a steward at Anfield, and I used to get wound up by the things that the Neanderthals in the seats, where the fans were just shouting at not just the players, at the coaches, at the referees, at everyone involved with the game. Real hatred and bile coming out of their mouths, frothing at the mouth. It would be a bite of pie, swig of beer, and a load of abuse at the people, and that was what they would do week after week after week. Every Saturday you see the same people turning up doing the same thing, and it just, what are we doing as a society where we're saying, go and get your pleasure from doing this? It's mental. Sorry, I went off on a bit of a tangent there. This one. This is the Banana Republic one. Here it is. Another one going to Judith.
Before moving on, something else on the rail. This one, Barrow XL.
I reckon I'll need a box for all this stuff. This one's starting to add up quite a bit.
The tags. Does it say what the RRP was? No. No, it doesn't. American Eagle's a nice...
Oh, this next one was painful. American Eagle, brand new with tags, by the way. Short sleeve, light blue cotton t-shirt, cotton button-up shirt. It went for £1 on Whatnot, and I'm like, what? It was because I was starting things off for £1, and they would run up. They'd go like 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, 7, 8, and then the thing would sell for 8. And that going for about £8, fine. I'm happy with that. But brand new with tags, American Eagle, in a good size for £1. I was like, oh, whoa, not doing that again. Not doing that again. Right, let's get a box for this. Will that fit in there? I reckon it might. Let's see if I can pack this sensibly. That's not happening. It's just a stupid sized box. Even squishing down, there's still 2 things to get in there. It's pretty much full. We're gonna need a bigger box. Let's go for this one. Get back here. Alright. That one's done. Time for a swig. This is a homemade concoction of mine, by the way. I mix Kool-Aid, which is essentially just sugar with a bunch of amino acids and caffeine, and that's what powers my day. It's what gets me through the working week with only like 4 hours, 5 hours sleep a night, and probably what adds to the psychosis as well. Alright, Unique, that's probably not a cool name to... Alright, this next one got some really cool stuff. So, you always see behind me I've got Ghostbusters stuff, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, the Ghostbusters house that's up there, the firehouse thing. Well, I bought several of these off Facebook Marketplace just prior to Halloween because I thought, well, Ghostbusters, Halloween, you know, it's gonna go. And I thought that I'd sold all of them. But then underneath my death pile over there was this little green plastic Waitrose bag. And then inside it, I found all of the stuff. I don't know if you can see it over there. There's a Ghostbusters car, a Slimer plush toy, and a couple of other Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And just when the stream was going on, I was just showing people, oh, this is cool, isn't it? I'm going to list this on Vinted and eBay and whatever. And someone in the comments was like, oh, let me have that, I'll have that. I'll buy it right now. So I think 20 quid for the lot of that. The plush, 2 Stay Puffs and the car, and that is a nice little bargain as well for the guy that's getting it. So let's get the video receipt. Yeah, so just to confirm actually like what they bought, but you've got, I love the sound it makes. It's so cool. So that sold for £10. I could have easily got like at least 20 for it, selling it by itself on eBay or Vinted, but it just in the moment I was like, look, you want it? Let's get it gone. I was just clearing house. I had no idea that it was there, and we are way past Halloween, obviously. But it doesn't matter what time of the year it is. People love Ghostbusters. People like me. See, my personal collection, and it's just Playmobil. Not that I play with Playmobil, but it's quality Ghostbusters stuff, and I'm a big kid. Okay, so the car.
It wobbles a bit.
Stay Puft.
There's no one else jumping in on this one. This is like your own personal private auction. Wave N10, go on. He wobbles a bit. Is he meant to wobble? Is he meant to twist? I don't know. N10, if you're interested in this one, let's go. Let's start off with this Stay Puft Marshmallow. Opening bid's £5. You want it? There it is. There's no one else jumping in on this one. This is like your own personal private auction. Wave N10, go on. Fellas coming your way soon. Did you want me to run the Slimer push as well? From this side? Yeah? Go ahead. There we go. Is there a window? Just want to top it up with something, one of these. I'll just be running until we get people knocking boots in the background there. Bill. So I need to run another, I don't even waiting to get one. I'll just show it again, put it on stream so I know what I'm selling.
Jesus, take the wheel. The slime really starts to put in there. Will that go in as well? Yeah. It's not gonna be big enough. Gonna have to go bigger. Not that big. Well, I guess we're gonna have to take control. If it's up to us, we've got to throw. Gotta take control. Gotta take control. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. The call of Ghostbusters in control. I need more bubble wrap. Had him throwing parties for a bunch of children while all the wild slime was under the building. Got the proton packs up the back and they split. Found out about Vigo, the master of evil. Heard about him, my boys. That's not real. Oh, Rio. You know it. Can't put him in raw. That's sold on whatnot. £5. Oh, Rio. Oh, Rio. You know it. Dig it. Check it out. Oh, that was a pain to pack, that one. And then the last fella has just won everything else that's left. 14 items. Philly Steaks Finds. And speaking of finds, this is now where I find out their name. I was calling them Phil for the whole stream, and their name probably isn't Phil. It's probably something else. Let's find out what it is. Oh, it is Phil. It is Phil Marks. Milcars Mazda. All right, little car salesman. Go ahead, Phil. Nice one. Phil spent £75 with me last night, so you've got to respect that. Let's just double check there are 14 items, and I'm not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm going to send him a little sucker as well. a little gift to say thank you. Thanks. Right, need a decent sized box, but that one over there will probably do it. But what's in there is stuff that I bought from auction. I have no idea. Come with me, let's go and see what I've won at auction. Oh my god. Okay, let's start with the box. I think this is an electric box to do with installing EV chargers. So that's that. Yeah. Should be brand new. I mean, it clearly is brand new. Just surplus stock, and then that's fine. I'll add it to the other electronics that I'm selling. But also in here, do you know what they are? They're knee pads. Why have I bought all these knee pads? No, I know what they are. They're army surplus. Why have some of them not come with straps though? These ones have got straps. That's nice. The other ones, no straps. Battered. They've seen some use, haven't they? Any strapped to someone that's been shooting at people. Right, cool. Well, we'll have to figure out how to sell those. But right now, I do need this box. This entire box cost me £25. So I don't know what I think. Once I get the knee pads out and sorted and inspected and paired off, there's easily profit to be had. See, they're all meant to be this style, Black Hawk. I'm pretty sure the description was they were all Black Hawk, but they're not. They're a mix of all sorts of random crap, including, there's only one Black Hawk knee pad. All the others are this D30 stuff. Oh well, I'll have to check that out. Check actually what I bought. This is the thing. I've just kind of said, yep, this is my maximum bid. And I think I must have bid on 40 or 50 things, and then as I got outbid, I was like, that's it, because I've already put in my max bid. Whatever's left, I'll just take. So in this case, that's what I purchased. I'm pretty sure I read that they were all Black Hawk, but I will have to check the listing again. Anyway, not important right now. Let's get Phil's stuff packed, and because Phil spent so much money with us, he's getting a little Sucker Pro as well. My god. Ooh. So there we go, that's my whatnot all picked, packed and complete. I had the little let's talk about this here. So I started tracking last Tuesday and I wanted to make £750 for the week. It hasn't quite worked out that way. By the end of play today, I'll probably be closer to 400, leaving me £350 short of where I want to be. I aimed to list 10 things a day minimum. Over Saturday and Sunday that just completely dropped off. Today I've done 4 so far, But if I can get this around 25 today, then that will make up the shortfall here and still keep me on track for about 10 listings a day or 70 a week. And apart from the stuff over there, I've not sourced anything new. I'm just concentrating on clearing out the backlog and clearing out the stock that's been here for a while as we move into sort of spring and summer. Get the pricing right for the ski jackets that I've got, because I don't want these sat around all year. So yeah, there we go. That's a little update, post whatnot and plans moving forward. Not quite hitting the numbers I want to hit early on in this new year, but it's early days yet, so let's keep cracking. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.